Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to what's in my everyday makeup bag. You might have seen during my declutter that I pulled some stuff out to put in my everyday makeup bag. This is just the bag you get from Merit for free on your first order. It's my everyday makeup bag, it's great. And I wanted to share with you guys what was all in my makeup bag, how I use them on my face, how they work, all that fun stuff. So I figured I'd just do like a little get ready with me and show you what's in here, put it all on my face and have some good time. Please also ignore the hair currently. It's finishing air drying, so it is what it is. But yeah, if you want to see what's in my everyday makeup bag and see how I get this look, let's get right into it. All right, waiting for my hair to dry. Figured we'd just do it with my hair up for now. So I already have a primer on because I like to put this primer on before my SPF. And it's the Live Tinted Hue Glow. I've talked about this a lot, and the reason I like to put it on before my SPF is because it's kind of like an oily consistency, so I don't want like it to mess with my SPF too much. So I put this on underneath my Sunbum SPF, and I always like to make sure I put on an SPF before I do my everyday makeup because the foundation I use does have an SPF in it, but I don't always trust that I put enough of it on to like make it my primary SPF. So I put an SPF on and then I go in with my foundation. So the foundation I currently have in my everyday makeup bag is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Illumination Cream. I love this stuff. I just use like 2 pumps, like a pump and a half actually, really not that much, just to give me a little bit of extra coverage. But I find that if you use too much, I think it looks a little heavy. So I think with this one, less is more. And I'm not going for like a full coverage look on my everyday makeup. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of going for soft and glowy and dewy and pretty and a little bit more pulled together. And I've talked about that a lot with my everyday makeup bags and stuff. I want something that's, you know, quick and easy and simple and nothing too crazy, but just enough to like make me feel pulled together and looking nice for whatever we're doing that day. I have my Instant Age Rewinder. You guys know this is my favorite. Obsessed with it. I honestly probably wouldn't have put makeup on today except for we're going to a going away party thing tonight. So I wanted to be a little pulled together. So worked out pretty well. The other thing I love about this makeup bag that I try to keep together is that it's minimal brushes. I'll show you the brushes I do use, but for most of this stuff, I just use my fingers, which is great. All right, and then I go in with a cream, bronzer, blush, and highlight. I actually have 2 of each of those in my bag currently, and I'll tell you why, but let me start with the ones that I am using. So for my bronzer, I'm gonna use the Ella Luz. Did I say it? I don't know. Bronzing, this is their, what do they call it? Their stick bronzer with Camu Camo. This is in Super Yummy Natural, and I just get it on my fingers. It looks a little intimidating, but it blends out pretty sheer. Not sheer, but like it blends out really easily, so I love that. And this is definitely like a bronzer, not a contour. It's definitely a warm red toned bronzer. So if you want something like warm up the skin, this is the way I would go. The other bronzer contour product I have in my makeup bag, which it's the same for my blush, bronzer, and highlight, if that makes sense, is the new e.l.f. Halo Glow products. I actually ordered them when I went home a while ago, and so they just kind of been sitting in my everyday makeup bag, and I've just been testing them out with my everyday makeup. Normally I wouldn't have 2 cream bronzers, blush, and highlight. That seems excessive, but I have been trying these out, so that's the reason they're in here. I have the shade Light Medium for the contour, Magic Hour for the blush, and Champagne for the highlight. For the blush, I am going to use, it's the Merit Flush Blush and Persimmon. I will say I like them all. The highlight, if you're going to just get like one of the things, I think the highlight is the way to go. It is beautiful. It's really easy to use, and I really enjoy it. The bronzer is nice too. The contour is nice. I just am more of like a bronzer girl than like a contour person. I don't know. I just prefer like a warm look. So it wasn't like my absolute favorite, but it's pretty and I will use it and I like it. The blush you have to be careful with. I'm gonna use the Merit highlighter in Kava. It can be a lot. If you get too much on your face, you will be very, very glowy. And I like a glowy look, but it's like a shimmery glow. Like, I'm not gonna say glitter or sparkle, but definitely like a shimmery. It's not like these products where it's like a sheen. It's definitely like more shimmery, if that makes sense. So I think that one takes some, you know, practice with, and definitely less is more with the blush, but they are all really pretty. And for $9, I don't think you could go wrong. I just want to throw that out there. There definitely can be a lot. You know what I forgot to do is I normally put bronzer on my nose. Let me go back and do that really quick. So those are the blush, bronzer, and highlights I have currently in my bag. Like I said, I definitely use the La Luz and Merit products more than the e.l.f. ones currently, because they're like my go-to staples right now, and I know how they work, and I know that when I only have like 10 minutes to get ready, I know that these will perform and I don't have to like worry about anything with them. So that's the reason I've been using them. For powders, I just have this brush set. This is an IT Cosmetics brush set that I got on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty sale. And then I have a couple of like little mini Eco Tool like travel size brushes. Like these are tiny. So those are the only brushes I have. It's super compact and really easy to use. So for the powder, I have Laura Mercier, the translucent setting powder. And I'm just gonna quickly set my face. Sometimes I don't do this, sometimes I just leave it at this, but I wanna show you everything on my bag on my face. So we're just gonna set really quick so we can do powder products on top. Nothing looks like, you know, it got patchy or stuck or anything. Plus, like I said, we do have somewhere to go tonight, so I need this to last until then, and that's a few hours away. So I just kind of lightly dust this all over. And then I've been noticing recently, I'm sure it's because I'm getting older and I'm getting more creases, that my under eyes have been creasing a little bit more. So I like to take one of the little angled eyeshadow brushes and I kind of tap that area out, and then very lightly, like there's hardly any powder on there, I just like to set under there now. Before I would never do that. It's just, I thought it made my eyes look creepy, but now it looks worse when I don't do it because all the extra product gets stuck in my little extra creasy wrinkles. So a little bit of that. Okay, and then for powder, blush, and bronzer, I have the Cover FX monochromatic blush and bronzers. The bronzer is Suntan Bronze, and the blush is Warm Honey. I think these are kind of hard to find. I know you can still find them, but I just don't know exactly where you can find them anymore, but they're gorgeous if you can. And so what I like to do is I like to open them at the same time and I just go dab, 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 dab. And these are pigmented. So I take a little bit off the back of my hand and then I just put it kind of back here and onto my forehead a little bit, just to give myself a little extra warmth and color into the skin. So again, I just take literally one little pounce in each and then dust it off a little bit. Because like I said, these can be very pigmented. Like one little dab in each will definitely be more than enough. A little bit of on my nose. And then I like to take just the matte bronzer, again, dab some of that off a little bit. And then take it down my neck just a little bit because my face and body tend not to match. So just want to make sure I'm getting a little bit closer there. So that's the powder, blush, and bronzer. And then the highlight I have currently is the Ofra highlighter in Rodea Drive. This is a classic. It's so pretty. I love this. So again, I just take one of my little IT Cosmetics brushes and just got that right on all the high points, just where I put the Merit one, same places. I like this one because it's definitely like bang for your buck. You definitely get like a good highlight, but it's also not like too insane for like an everyday makeup look. It definitely gives you a beautiful glow without being crazy. And then I like to take this on my eyelid too. So I like to just go like this. I do have an eyeshadow palette on here, but I don't think I'm gonna use it today. I think I'm just gonna put some of the blush and bronzer on my lid. So that's the highlighter. The eyeshadow palette I do have, because it's perfect to travel with, is the Lorac Little Mini Pro Palette in Simmering. I've talked about this a bunch. It's gorgeous. This is like the perfect little travel palette. It's gorgeous. But like I said today, I think I'm just going to take some of the blush and just take a little bit of that. Again, tap some off because this is so pigmented, and just hit my crease with just the blush. Sometimes, again, I'll mix the blush and bronzer and use those on my eyes as well. And then I take my finger in the shimmery side and put that right on the lid, just to give me kind of like a monochromatic, easy look. So that is the face done. Now for brows, I've been doing something a little bit different for brows. So let me take off some of the like makeup that got on my brows. I just use a little Q-tip and just, especially if I want my brows to last, I find that this, getting some of that extra product off that you don't even realize you probably got in your brows, really helps. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna use two e.l.f. products. I have the e.l.f. Brow Lift and the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So what I'm gonna do, this might seem a little weird, but this works really, really well. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Brow Lift on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna take the brush straight from the bottle from the Brow Wow and get that Brow Lift on there. And then I'm gonna use that to do my eyebrows. So it's nice because like you get that nice hold from the brow lift, but you get a little bit of color from the Brow Wow, and I just think it's a really nice combo. And then I don't have to do multiple steps. I don't have to like use the Brow Wow and then the brow lift. I can do this all in one quick, easy step and just press it down with my finger a little bit, and boom. Got a good brow. So I'll just do the same thing with the other side. It's just a little time saver, like I said, because I want a little extra color in my brows, but the brow lift definitely gives more hold, and I need that. So, and then again, just kind of press it into place. And now the brows are nice and lifted and look good, but they also have a little color to them. All right, and then finally for mascara, I have two products. I have the Rimmel Kind and Free, which I love, but today I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous. This is my favorite. This is the black brown shade. I also have it in like pure black, but I like the black brown for everyday. It's just a little bit softer of a color, and it's closer to like my actual hair color, so I like that. And I'm going to do my bottom lashes too, but I'm going to do those a little bit closer to the mirror so I don't poke myself in the eye. Hold on. I have one lip product in here, and it has no label, but this is a ColourPop, one of their like lip oils. I love this. So that is the whole makeup look. Let me do my hair really quick and I'll be back to close out the video. All right, my hair isn't completely done, but figured I would just end the video like this. I want it to air dry a little bit, so that's why it's a little crazy right now. But yeah, that was what is all in my everyday makeup bag and how I put it on my face and all of that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you join our little adventure family here. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye.